I know how to edit out stuff, but sometimes I leave it in because it's funny, you know.
Yeah.
I think people like to see funny, and they like to see us keep it real. So welcome in Watt Life,
Hello, hello.
Carol Newick. I don't know if I said your last name right. Lori with It All Adds Up, the Reluctant Vikini, Simply Jan Homestead, Linda with Another Time, and ER. Welcome in, guys. If you can hear us right now, if you would share this out on your community tab to get a few more folks in here. So Bushcraft Family is our guest tonight, and he is going to be talking about the carnivore diet. It's not at all like what I'm following. It's kind of close. I mean, there's a few similarities in a lot of things, but so we're going to learn from him what he's doing. Hi, Ann.
Well, I'm not an expert though.
No, but if you can't answer the question, just tell us you don't know. It's fine. We don't.
Yeah.
Karen Gadiosi and Tammy Hardner.
So it's just basically to share out a little bit of information for you to be able to do your own research and think about maybe that's something that you want to start implementing into your life.
Yeah, we thought we'd just pull up people that are eating different types of things because not everyone, hello Bob, Robin Hood Homestead, not everybody's following the same plan and not everybody's body can eat certain foods.
Hey, Jennifer.
So we have to follow what we can actually do. Hi, Jennifer Ocean Homestead.
Yeah.
So you want to start off with the questions there, Heather, since you got maybe
sure.
You get more than me? I don't know.
And remember, this is what Bushcraft is doing. It doesn't mean this is exactly how you have to do it. He's just running down how he's doing it for himself.
We are not medical professionals or doctors or nurses or any other sort.
Yes. Okay, so number one, how many calories should someone eat and how many times per day should they eat?
On the carnivore diet?
Yes.
As much as you want.
Oh. So
there's there's no limit. I could eat steak 10 times a day.
I could eat half a cow if I want.
If you could afford it, you could eat it, right?
I guarantee you in the first week after you start this, probably less than that, you're not going to want to eat anything. You'll eat very little meat. Now the problem I had when I first started this, because it's kind of like, if you fry an up hamburger, you drain the grease off, the fat. That's a bad thing because you want, it sounds weird, but you want that fat. You don't, it's still healthy that way if you drain it, but if you're trying to lose weight, you need the fat because the fat that you consume will burn the fat that's on your body.
It also makes you feel more satiated, which means makes you feel more full too, right? That's what I've been hearing
about that. I'm not sure about that.
That's what the nutritionist I've been watching says, that the good healthy fats make you feel more full and that lasts for longer. So
yeah. Now, like I said, at first it was real hard for me to, just consume the fat and stuff because there are people that that are on the carnivore diet will have eggs and bacon and a stick of butter. They'll chomp a stick of butter. I'm not into the butter eating thing. I mean, I love butter, but not, like a candy.
Yeah.
Well, the Southern Keto guy was talking about people eating sticks of butter, and I had never heard of that until then. And I was like,
yeah.
Now, butter in something is really good, but do you eat vegetables?
No.
No. So what are you going to do about gardening this year? Are you just going to
see, and that's where I wanted to do the 30-day thing and get through the 30 days.
Do it for 30 days.
Yeah, just do the carnivore for 30 days and see how I liked it.
Right.
And my doctor didn't like it, but
did you lose weight?
Oh yeah, definitely. But at the end of, because I didn't do it to lose weight, I did it to um, get healthier. Because one thing, it's like detoxing your body of all the junk that you eat.
Yeah, the impurities and
Preservatives and all the fake stuff that's in everything now.
I've been eating non-processed foods,
Yeah,
no pasta, no bread, no potatoes for like since right the day after Christmas. It
yeah,
started for me. The day after Christmas, I tried to leave all the leftovers at people's houses and try to right after Christmas, I was like, okay, the holiday's over. Boom, we're getting down to business. So I officially called January 1st, but this is not a diet. This is an eating plan. I have to continue it.
yeah.
So
I think when you follow a scale or follow any time limit or anything, if you mess up, it's so hard to get started again. So
yeah,
you shouldn't put extra pressure on you for that stuff.
right. I always tell Gail, I said, if somebody messes up and cheats, say you have a Snickers bar one day and that's not on your plan,
Yeah,
well, start tomorrow, and you're still actually better than you were before you started eating.
I think that's what I'm doing better this time around. Say I go to Dollar Tree and I have a temptation, Heather, you know about this one, and I give in to that temptation and I have that candy that I've been wanting. I have it. Then I still continue to walk. The next day I get up and do everything the same because I can't beat myself up about having a treat once in a while, because otherwise your life
Hello,
is going
Ariella.
to be miserable. Hello, Ariella.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
and that's the thing. I
Hi,
after
John.
the 30 days, I went to a restaurant that had a salad bar because I was missing this just salad.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
craving it after that. So it's a
And
temporary thing. You're not going to do this for longer than 30 days, basically.
I already have. I'm still doing it. So
Okay. So you're
I
coming
mean,
on and off of it, basically, is what you're
well,
doing.
no, I'll just have like that 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 first day 31. I went to a restaurant and had the well, I was only going to get salad, and the lady talked me in. Well, it's cheaper if you get the lunch special, and then it's only $6 if you get the all you can eat salad bar. I said, okay, well, I'll do that. And there was French fries,
Yeah.
meatloaf sandwich that wasn't very good, and then the salad bar was
How'd you
excellent.
feel that night?
I was afraid that stuff was going to happen, and I wasn't going to be able to make it home in
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Um,
Hello.
but when I was kind of fine. The first day, it was a process getting through it,
Bitter truth. Yeah.
because it was a new feeling, of
Right. Right.
of that. Because there, even if at a restaurant, you're still eating processed food.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and
So I went to go do ministry with my mom, and she called around the restaurants there, and she was like, okay,
that's good.
let's she called around and she was like, let's find you a place with a salad bar. And I was like, okay. So she called around, she found a place. They said they had a salad bar. We got there, no salad bar. And I was like, oh, I'll have soup and salad. And then she said, well, I don't know if I want this, but I don't know if I can eat it all. So we ended up splitting a steak finger basket. They brought us an extra plate. So we had like 2 or 3 steak fingers each and then some fries. And then I had tea without sugar. So basically, I was converting that just to, be able to enjoy the meal with my mom. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. So, okay. So the next question is, how long can you be doing the carnivore diet, or is there any type of limitations.
See, that's the thing. There's different versions, and you'll ask these, and I've watched some experts that say they're experts at it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That has been doing it for 20 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then there are some that say dirty carnivore. There technically there's no such thing as dirty carnivore. That's keto.
Yeah, that's keto, dirty keto.
Yeah, you can't. You're either carnivore or you're not. You eat
they have Taco Bell in Australia.
Meat products, some dairy, depending, because you don't want sugars or anything in it like that. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the thing. I wasn't really planning on it going past the 30 days because that's what they said. If you usually the first week is the hardest because people go in and they just eat meat and say, "Oh, I can do it" and everything. But it's a thing that they call is carnivore flu, and you get sick.
Yeah.
I didn't get sick, and probably because I did research on top of it. You get a very good salt. Not the blue can with the chick with the umbrella.
Not your typical table salt.
Yeah, because that salt is very bad for you.
Right.
What kind of salt do you think we should be having?
Well, I got it sitting right here.
Celtic salt.
Yeah.
Celtic salt.
And this is the gray stuff, and it's got tons of different minerals and stuff in there.
Yeah, the minerals is the thing, I think, in like our water and things like that. Hey, Fairbricks, welcome in. Yeah. So minerals is important. Like when you're doing bottled water, the minerals are typically stripped out of the bottled water. So, you might want to try to look at supplementing the minerals back into that, maybe.
Yeah.
Hi, Robin.
The other thing is electrolytes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of on the same as the salt. But once I got this salt, if I'm feeling sluggish, even if I'm drinking tons of water, because I drink probably 6 to 8 of these a day.
You must go to the bathroom all day long. I'm trying
mainly because
hard.
I have high blood pressure, so technically I don't now, but I'm still on the pills until they figure out, oh, we need to take you off of these, which I'll probably end up doing it myself because high blood pressure pills are bad for your kidneys. So you have to keep them flushed.
Yeah.
And you have to keep drinking. And since I was already used to doing that, I didn't get that sickness that carnivore people do when they first started.
Yeah, I've been kind of wondering why I haven't gotten sick from not having the sugar in my diet. So I'm trying to figure that one out because my sister said when she wasn't eating sugar, she had these crashes, and I'm like, well, I've been hungry, but I haven't felt like a dip in energy level. It is hard to walk in the morning, fasting before coffee. That is probably the hardest walk of the day.
Yes. Well, see that, and that's the thing with you don't feel the need to eat. I know it sounds weird, but you don't. Sometimes I'll say, well, I need to fix something to eat because I haven't ate today. And there'll be days where, I'll just have one piece of meat and I'll be fine. I'll still have the energy as long as it's a fatty meat. like if it's real lean, then my energy starts going down a little bit because basically all the protein and stuff go straight to the muscle, and it burns the fat. It uses the fat as fuel.
Yeah. So you can eat any kind of meat.
Yeah.
But the fattier meat gives you energy longer, and the leaner type meats, you start feeling the drain of.
Yeah. You know. I would just have to eat more of it, and see, that's the thing is, you can eat a whole bunch of it.
Right.
Did you do this to lose weight, or did you do this to improve your blood pressure?
Yeah, I didn't. Jill pushed the button wrong again.
Ew.
Either that or she forgot to plug her.
Oh, it could be that one too.
But I did it for health reasons, because the thing I heard is it made everybody's blood pressure go down, and I could get my blood pressure down and everything with drinking tea, but I'd have to drink quite a bit of it all the time.
Yeah, you can eat fish, Carol.
Oh yeah.
I wrote down that you can eat. This is what it said on Google. You can school me on this if I'm wrong, Charles. It said you can eat meat, poultry, eggs, seafood, some dairy, and water. You cannot eat vegetables, fruits, grains, legumes, seeds, and nuts. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you guys get
so you want to get, like if you the better meat that you can get. I mean, if all you can get is meat from the grocery store, but you can't necessarily get like grass-fed meat.
How about grass-fed beef? It does cost more, but I do like it.
Or you don't raise them, then you get what you can. But like the fattier meats would be like chicken and beef. The leaner meats would be like fish and.
There are like salmon's real good because it's high in protein and there's a lot of the good fat.
Yeah. What would be like a typical day of eating for you? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, whatever.
There is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's yesterday I had it was about a pound of ground beef. And I minced up bacon because I found a great place that it's uncured bacon. They don't put sugar in there. There's none of the stuff they inject in it. It's uncured smoked bacon.
Mm-hmm.
And I chopped it up and mixed it in with the ground beef and made patties out of it. And then put cheese on top of it, and that was my food for yesterday.
Linda said, "Can you eat cheese?" And you just said you put cheese on it. So I guess
depending on the cheese, you want the aged cheese. You don't. You can have it, but why get stuff you're already eating non. With all the chemicals in there, you just want cheese that's made from just milk product. You don't want something in there to make it last longer and stuff like that. So the aged cheese, like the harder cheese, is good.
So it's good. It's what you're doing.
No veggies, yes, Lori. No veggies.
The best quality of your proteins as you can afford, because you're trying to clean out all the junk. So you can, sometimes people do it, excuse me, to figure out what's making me swell in my ankles, or assortment of different issues, and it helps narrow down sometimes what's going on with your system. So that's another reason.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn. So
okay, go ahead.
You go ahead. Okay. So what kind of things can you drink while you're on Carnivore? Obviously, you don't want to drink soda.
Well, actually, I had that was another cheat thing yesterday. I had, because I was going to the store and I seen a big can of RC, and I was like, RC, I ain't had RC in a long time. And then, because if you know, you know, I got a small bag of salted peanuts and dumped it in the RC, and that was my cheat yesterday.
Yeah. But sometimes.
But are you allowed to eat the nut? No, it says no on that.
No,
so that was the cheat.
no.
I was like, oh wait, I had the list. So.
Yeah. So Tamara says to be careful on anything that you change and do. Listen to your body, and if you need to go see a doctor, go see a doctor. But listen to your body. If something's not right, you need to listen.
Yeah.
And do it appropriately, right?
When I went and seen the doctor, I didn't tell him I was doing it or anything, and they asked how I was feeling, because I've had issues, heart palpitations and stuff going on. Those have went away.
That's good.
My normal blood pressure, the higher one, was 150 to 160 while I was taking medication. When I wasn't taking, it was in the 200s. So since I've been on this, my last checkup, it was 117. It's went down to normal.
That's good.
So
and that's not normal for me.
Yeah.
You still have beef, poultry, lamb, venison, duck.
Yeah.
You have all that. If you don't eat fish, there's still all those other choices, Tasha.
Yeah, you probably don't want to eat sausages and hot dogs and stuff like that unless they are
processed. It's processed.
And that's the thing. How many people go and read the label of your bacon?
I just
go look at the bacon at the store. There's tons of sugar in it. There's stuff that they inject in there so it stays on the shelf for 6 months.
Why they gotta do that?
It's money.
I know.
Yeah, and even sausage. If you get the pre-made sausage, look at the ingredients in it.
Sausage is on my the nutritionist I've been following. Sausage is not her favorite thing because it has less protein. You have to eat more of it. So she's really like beef, chicken, sausage.
Yeah, see, it's totally the opposite with it. It's not so much you're trying to eat a ton of protein because that's all you're eating anyway. So you're not trying to get more and more protein.
It's a temporary. I don't think he's never going to eat fruits and vegetables again in his life. It was a temporary thing to accomplish goal.
I'm still doing it.
Asking our fruits and vegetables bad.
Oh no!
This is what plan he is following. My plan is totally different, and y'all's plan. Everybody's got a different thing. I know. I have a friend who's no dairy. I have a friend who's no meat. I have friends with all kinds of different things. So what I do and what Charles does and what Heather does and everybody else, it's all different. You have to figure out what you can do. If you're allergic to dairy, you don't want to be eating Greek yogurt and and
that's the thing. See, somebody says Italian sausage. You don't want Italian sausage because there's sugar. There's sugar in Italian sausage, and sugar's bad. What's even worse for somebody that and this could be any diet there is. Eating like having something that's diet, when they put a chemical in there to make it sweet, even if there's no calories in that triggers your glucose, and your glucose comes out and tries to find something to eat, because they know something sweet just got put in the body, so they go out and try to find it, and they can't find it, and all that stuff is set in your gut and stuff. and that'll actually make you gain weight. It'll stop your body from eating fat. Is what your body's supposed to be doing, is eating fat for energy.
Yes. Ariella wants to know, what do you do if you're trying to do a carnivore-like diet on a budget? Because over in Australia, things are expensive. So what kind of things do you buy? Do you just try to focus on meat and don't buy a bunch of other stuff? Is that how do you fit that in? Because
normally I just do a lot of hamburger, eggs. Right now, eggs are kind of expensive, but I know Amish.
Oh, there you go.
And they have eggs, and
I'm having a Kayla moment. Sorry, I'm pushing buttons and knocking my own self out.
I get them for $5 a dozen right now for jumbo eggs.
Right. You got to look at all the sales ads and pick, whatever meat, is the better deal.
What about this one? On the carnivore diet, do they talk about 93-7, 80-20, 90-10? Do they talk about the fat? So on carnivore, you want more.
It depends.
They suggest.
It depends, because as soon as my doctor knew I was on carnivore, he says, we got to start you on a statin for cholesterol. And the thing is, the last time I did the blood test and everything, my cholesterol was high. The bad one was high. It wasn't like way high. It was because you had to be under 155 or something, and I was 158. And this time I was 159, so it only went up 1%. And that's the only thing, and it may be different for other people's bodies and stuff like that. So
are you going to get off of it for gardening season? Because you are a gardener.
Oh yeah, when tomatoes come in.
So that's my question. Okay, so if you decided to stop carnivore, what would be your idea of integrating, like, back into eating other stuff?
I would try my darndest to get off of processed food, because I think mainly that, and probably the sugar, was the biggest things that raised my blood pressure. I think if I did a diet to where, I lived in a tropical region to where fruits and vegetables fell from the trees and that's all I ate, I would probably be very healthy stuff.
Yeah.
And never eat meat, but I'm in Ohio, so
yeah.
You don't get allergies.
Tasha wants to know if beef hot dogs are bad.
If you was to make it yourself, they're good. But if you're going to buy them in a store, they're full of nitrates and stuff that you need a dictionary and a Google voice to tell you what the word means.
That's awesome, Jennifer. Hello, Resource Living Homestead. Definitely. Hi, Nancy.
And that's one of the things I thought was odd, that they said that one of the things you can drink while on the carnivore, because there's a lot of people that they're hooked on coffee and stuff. That's one of the things you can have in the carnivore diet, which I didn't do that.
I can have it too. I'm not really on. I'm not on keto. I'm actually on high protein. Yeah, I'm basically following a nutritionist on YouTube. I'm following her plan to the T because it sounds like she knows what she's talking about.
Well,
So,
keto is,
but it has some similarities to keto, but not exactly keto.
Yeah, keto is basically cutting out bread, basically carbs.
Which I'm doing.
Yeah. And see, because you get sick of eating the same thing.
Oh, I know. I've already hit the food.
There's not a big variety of stuff you can have. I mean, there's no pasta.
They say you need to try one new recipe every week to keep yourself from getting food fatigue, because I already hit the food fatigue thing to where I had been eating some of the same easy foods like yogurt and cottage cheese, and I was starting to get tired of those. So I started making like chicken fajitas for lunch, and I would basically meal prep chicken, cut it into bite-sized pieces, marinate it in a sugar-free marinade, cook that up, put it on an almond flour tortilla with some cheese, and that's my lunch. That's what I've been having.
Yeah.
And I've gotten tired of the chicken fajitas for lunch.
Yeah, I've now if you go to TikTok, there's tons of different people doing it, but what irritates me is they say, "Oh, I'm keto," and then they'll make a recipe, and they get the bags of this and the bags of that from Walmart, great value stuff, and if you go read the back of shredded cheese, it should just say cheese or a milk product.
Not blah 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 blah.
If there's more than 3 ingredients, then it's not what it is.
Yeah.
Because if you read the ingredients to
I understand, Lori.
Beef, it's beef. There shouldn't be anything else in it unless they put seasoning or something on there.
Yeah. Then I change it around, and one day I'll have I'll just have like a beef taco on the almond flour tortilla with cheese. And then if I get tired of that, I'll have a can of tuna. I'll basically make tuna salad and eat that with eggs, and all that. Eggs and apple and all the things.
Yeah. All that stuff I can't have except for the egg.
Yeah.
Well, see, even mayonnaise. Have you looked and seen if there was a mayonnaise that didn't have oil in it?
Yeah.
You can make it. You can make it.
The one I buy has olive oil in it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Olive oil is okay for me.
Olive oil is not a meat.
Hello, Penny.
Well, yeah, so it's not okay for you. So are you allowed to use any oil for your cooking?
Yeah. It comes from
rendered fat.
Yep. Tallow and bacon grease.
Yes.
The only problem with the bacon I just got, because it's uncured and it doesn't make much fat. It doesn't have much fat in it.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting much.
It is quite a different taste, isn't it?
Oh, I love it so much better.
Yeah.
But there's a little trick to making.
I think you need to be shredding it yourself, and that little expensive area of cheese over there at the store, that's probably where we need to be picking our cheese out from. Not that we can all afford it, but
it doesn't have to be expensive cheese.
Yeah.
It has to be aged cheese, not processed cheese.
They've got like 5 million cheses over by the deli area usually.
Yeah, and a lot of times you'll see cheese that they'll say it's Kobe or something like this, and you'll go up there and you'll read it. And since I've done carnivore, I've read labels before, but not since as much as I have now. and got
I
into
feel like I've been reading
reading it.
labels and trying to figure out how to eat for a while now, and I just keep climbing up and falling back down and climbing up and falling back down. But I decided, and I'd been following Dr. Gundry, the plant paradox, and this time my sister had been losing weight on the high protein, so I started following that. But I wanted to hear what you had to say on the carnivore. I like to hear other things that are going on.
Charles,
how much weight have you lost? Have we asked you that yet? Hi, Grace.
I don't have a scale, so the only time I found out that I lost weight was other than having to get a new belt and stuff like that.
Gotta put another notch in it.
Well, I have a military one, so it clamps. But
okay,
when you have your belt loop hanging off way far and dangling, it looks weird. So I had to get a smaller belt.
Just fitting a little bit better.
I thought it was stylish
to have your belt hanging.
Maybe for a girl.
Yeah, probably for a girl. But when you have a belt hanging between your legs and people are looking weird at you.
Yeah. So would you say that it's more beneficial to eat once or more meals a day, or does it even matter?
It depends on the person.
You just eat when you're hungry?
Yeah. I mean,
that's
and it depends how busy you are too.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I just lay around and don't do anything all day. So I would probably eat more if I wasn't as busy. I think because this morning we went out and did like I forgot what he says, because I don't even track. I have a smart watch thingy that tracks my steps and everything, but I never.
Oh, I have mine on.
I never use it. My son has this Pokemon thing that it tracks his steps and everything, and we went out this morning and did 18,000 steps.
That's awesome.
And then we went shopping and went to a couple garage sales, and then by the time I got home and did a couple of things, it was time to go live.
Oh yeah, I did gardening today, and my basil
Must be nice.
Basil hasn't been coming up for me under the grow light or in the pots yet. So, and I had some marigolds up under the grow light, but I was trying to get the protective plants up before the actual vegetables are planted. So I went over to the garden center and just grabbed some that already started until my other stuff, because I don't want to plant my tomatoes and squash and bell peppers without something there to kind of like protect them and run the bugs off a little bit. So that's my strategy for the year, is to do that. So I cheated and went to the garden center and grabbed a few things.
Yeah, that's all right. So
just
Charles,
the basil and the marigolds.
Oh, right. So
well, that cheese used to not be as bad as it is now.
Yeah,
it used to not actually have dairy in it. I don't even think it has dairy in it anymore.
Right. So if there's anybody on here who hasn't been to Bushcraft's channel, if somebody can put his link down in the bottom in case you have never gone.
Yeah, if one of my moderators can put up
a lot of great videos on a lot of different things like grocery stores, food recalls, herbs, gardening, and a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place.
While we were doing this chat today, I thought of another guest I want to have on in the future, just because they're in the chat. I think they're probably in Bushcraft family, but just Jason Keto, I'm going to email you. That'd be cool. We'll have somebody else come up and talk about another thing. What else do you want to tell us about the carnivore eating plan?
Well, I'm not really on a plan or anything. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's just you know,
Eating different.
Bueller's has a thing to where you can pick 5 things for $25, and it's hamburger, ground beef, some odd steak that normal people wouldn't usually eat, but you can season it and stuff, and
It's all right.
yeah, I mean, you can still make the cheaper parts of a cow taste good. And that's the thing is, I still use spices, but by the time it's cooked up, um, you're not getting any benefit or non-benefits from the spices and stuff.
Oh, I
Right.
think spices make foods tolerable,
Yeah.
in my
Well,
opinion, because a lot of times most of your spices are good for you, especially
Oh yeah.
if they're from your garden or they're organic or they're good stuff without bad stuff in them.
he's not normal. That's why he gets the meat. I had to read that a couple of times to make sure I was understanding. So, like, physically within your body, like sleeping, energy, and all that, how do you think you feel compared to, like, what was it, 30, 40, whatever days ago before you started?
Well, now I've been well, not full fledged because I've had cheat days,
Well, yeah,
but
but mostly.
yeah. And I think other than um for the first probably 90 days, well, almost 90 days, um, maybe 4 times I cheated,
Wow,
you
that's
know,
February.
really good.
had something.
Mhm.
Like I said, that first 30 days, I stuck straight to the plan and everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's right.
Inflammation in my knees because I have bad knees. I was, where you go in and they test and they take X-rays and they do bone scale or something like that,
Bone
and they say
density.
how old your knees are or how old
Yeah,
your bones are and stuff.
Cartilage and stuff.
Um,
bone density.
when I was in my 30s, they said my knees were as old as a 70-year-old.
Hmm.
That's not good.
That's
Wow.
well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
um, and my right knee's so bad that I can be walking and it'll actually pop out a joint, and I'll have to pop it back in because it'll get dislocated. Because of
Oh,
course they want me. Oh, you need to come in and get a knee replacement and stuff. But from what I gathered, they don't last but 5-10 years. And I'm like, why would I get something now and then have to in 5-10 years get another one and then get another one? I'll just wait until I'm old enough and get one last surgery and be done with it.
then he'll be
But
running.
since I've done that, I have no inflammation in my knees, my joints. I used to be able to, well, I can still pop my shoulder out of place and pop it back in, but it's a lot harder to do now because I used to.
You think
Um,
your bones are healing with the amount of protein you're putting into your
no,
body?
it's not the bones, it's the lack of inflammation, the
Oh,
the
okay. That
the
makes sense. Yeah.
swelling of the joints and stuff.
No.
um,
Yeah.
and that's from your processed foods.
I've
um,
noticed mental clarity, which means I can remember things better, have less dingy blonde moments, and I just am more like hyper focused on things. I can accomplish more, and the ADD is not as bad since I've been eating not processed food and sugar and all the bad things, doing the very best that I can,
mhm.
but not perfect either
Yeah,
at all.
yeah, one of the worst things, and I hope the JFK guy actually gets rid of high fructose corn syrup because that's one of the worst things.
Yeah.
It's more addictive than some
Yeah, I've
stuff that
heard
comes
it's
over
as
the border.
addictive as cigarette smoking and actual drugs. I've heard sugar is that addicting.
Well, not so much sugar, the high fructose corn syrup, because it's made to be addictive. It's made for that purpose.
Also, all the processed foods are made to be addictive too, so that we continue to eat and eat more, and we're eating probably over 1,000 calories more when we're eating that, or probably way more, really. Hi, Tammy, Rebel Canners.
And not good calories either, right?
Yeah. But the whole with because you only have meat to eat, so but like I said, on TikTok they came out with the carnivore pizza, and basically you take chicken, and I have chicken that I've canned. I drain the juice off of it and grind it up, and I put a half a cup of Parmesan cheese, a half a cup of pork rind that you ground up, and 2 eggs, and you grind that together and you spread it out, because it'll make like a dough, and you spread it out real thin, and you bake it for 30 minutes, and there's your crust.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
And
I saw a recipe where you take the chicken breast and you beat it out. You put on like sauce and more meat and cheese, and you bake that. And the chicken itself, but the chicken itself is the dough. Basically, you're basically eating a chicken pizza, big old piece of meat. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have 2 different versions of it, depending how.
You should make a video of that pizza crust. I want to see that.
Everybody's been bugging me to do it.
You should. Put it out. Put it out for Healthy Goals Wednesday.
And that's the thing is, because I actually like it. Well, there's 2 different ways I make it with the crust that way, but I'll put like hamburger and sausage and bacon and whatever other meat I can put on there, and then I'll put the cheese.
Like this big, or like
it's a 12-inch. No, I think that's 14-inch. Yeah, I've got a 14-inch.
Is your son eating this way with you?
No.
They're like, nope.
No.
Just curious.
Yeah. But like I said, there's 2 different ways I do it. You can you put about a quarter stick of cream cheese in a pan, some heavy whipping cream, not any that has sugar in it, and some garlic, and you reduce it to where it makes a sauce, almost like a gravy, and then you put that as a sauce, and then you put your toppings on it, and then your cheese, and you bake it, and there's your pizza.
Y'all ready to do a giveaway? Heather, you want to show what you're giving away?
Yeah. So whoever is the winner, one winner, will get to choose between these chicken earrings or these. Or these. I don't know what you call tassels. There we go. So if you want to, an apron, not this time.
Somebody wants you to give away an apron?
Yeah.
She is a good apron maker. Maybe she will make one for Healthy Goals Wednesday in the future.
I might. You never know. So you better show up. Hi, Grace. So put hashtag Heather if you would like to choose one of those pairs of earrings if you are the lucky one. Did I say that right? Not affiliated with YouTube or anybody else, blah, blah, blah.
Must be 18 years old to win, not affiliated with YouTube, not responsible for lost or damaged prizes.
I have one.
Happened recently. Somebody's gift card didn't make it to them. I'm like, oh man, there's nothing I can do.
I have this one apron that I really, really want to show, but I'm not going to show it because I don't want the person who's receiving it to see it.
Oh, make sure to take pictures and make a video of something. Is it an apron?
I forget to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, make a video and then just don't put out the video until after the person's received it.
True. Very, very true. What is good store-bought chocolate?
Another thing I did.
85%.
I made my own mayonnaise, and it's totally different from what you would think. You use hard-boiled eggs, 2 hard-boiled eggs, bacon grease, and some spices, and you put it in a bullet thingy, and it makes mayonnaise. It's not like the kind you get at the store or anything, but and it lasts about a week or a week and a half.
Huh. You're getting pretty creative. Joe Fix It For You wants to wear some chicken earrings. I know it.
I bet they're for his wife, don't you think?
So whoever the winner is, I'll just have you email me and tell me which set you would like, and I'll put my Gail.
You want to put your email in chat? All right, count it out for me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Who's it gonna be?
My voice is kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, Eric would look good in those chicken.
Yeah, I agree.
Grace
NYC.
Great. Yay.
Yay.
So email me and tell me.
Email Heather.
I made them. They're faux leather tassels for chickens.
Luffy earrings. That's the name of her pet chicken.
Oh, yeah. And the chickens are double-sided.
Cute. I have chicken earrings. I want them from somebody's channel. Can't remember. Hello, Adrian, Indiana Backyard Gardener. Welcome in. Congratulations, Grace. Very cool. Next week, I will be giving out the prize. So,
and what will it be?
It will be Healthy Goals Wednesday related prize. But I'm going to reveal it next week.
It's a girdle. No, I'm just kidding.
have you guys went to your hashtag?
Hold it in, right? Huh?
Have you guys went to your hashtag?
Not in the last several days.
You know what that stands for? Hot girl walking.
Oh, I've noticed some weird videos coming up when I pull up the hashtag.
Wow.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't had any
weird to think about that a little bit more. But why not?
It's hard to come up with a hashtag that isn't used anymore.
I know. I don't think we
or that's not like
we
3 miles long.
Hi, Terry Crafty.
That's funny.
With hot girl walking. No, we didn't know that. I kept pulling it up, going, "Why does it come up these girls every time on our hashtag?" I was like,
I don't know.
They're not even really walking. They're just prancing around.
I don't know. Like, I've been learning all kinds of terminology. I'm like, what's that? I need to know what it is. And I look it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You told me about the word you looked up the other day. Then I had to look it up. And then I was like, oh.
Now, if you guys had your live this way and had the hashtag, you would probably get a whole bunch of people watching. Because
Really?
the hashtag. Well,
because of the hashtag.
Yeah. Because if you go live this way, you get it.
Oh, you mean like on that live? Hello, Beth. Welcome in.
What's the best kind of chocolate to eat?
None.
Dark chocolate
for carnivore. None.
Dark chocolate,
not for carnivore. I don't
because,
like chocolate.
Not for carnivore diet, but dark chocolate would be the answer in every other scenario. But not.
And there's different degrees of dark
we're
chocolate.
On TV, you guys.
We're on TV, so we have really big heads now. We're famous. We're hot. HGW. We're so HGW right now.
Yeah. Yay. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna have to do our makeup in the mirror while we're walking.
Yeah, I want to do like the Barbie thing. I'm a Barbie, do my whole makeup like I'm a Barbie,
right? Like one of the you can't try characters
with a sword.
Oh, I thought you meant the Mickey one. Hey, Mickey.
Oh no,
I'm not going to continue because
yeah, Barbie song, like do it like Barbie and then get rid of it and be like a rebel.
Oh, I do have one more thing I want to be sure to mention. In June, there's going to be an Ozark meetup in Missouri. At the meetup, Simply Jan Homestead is the main host. Me and Linda from At Another Time are the co-host. We have quite a few channels signed up to come. Adrian with Indiana Backyard Gardener is coming. Beth and Neil will be there. Il Canirum will be there. Our Cabin in the Woods, Tony and Angie will be there. I heard a rumor White Rock Homestead was going to be there and several others. So it's going to be a really cool meetup, you guys. June 6th through 8th, if I've got that right. Jan, or Linda, if you're in here, correct me.
TV star.
It's going to be at the Palm Beach State Park. I will be there on Wednesday before it all starts.
Made out of coffee. All coffee.
Coffee?
All coffee?
Yeah, this was my little rat terrier, Charlie Ann, and I had to have her put down a couple of years ago. She was
made that out of coffee.
Does it smell like it?
No. Wait,
did you do it or did somebody else do it?
Somebody else did it. But so my oldest daughter sent her a picture of my dog and she did that. I have pictures of cows too, like my bull Otis and stuff like that, done with all coffee. Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I do 85 or 95%.
I'm not that talented.
I haven't got used to the 85% yet, but when I do, then I'll move to the 90. But yeah, you have to be really, really intensely following something to do 85% dark chocolate, because to most people, it's going to taste terrible.
I just
not used to it. It's going to be terrible.
Gail has my sticker behind her head.
Right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have my area done yet.
I have to get
I don't have a bushcraft sticker. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I actually gave them out with the seeds last year and went through all of them I had.
I wonder if I do. I'll have to look.
Also on the chocolate, I would recommend for you guys, Lily's dark chocolate is sweetened with stevia, and stevia is grown from a plant, so that's more healthy for you. So if you're thinking about making some healthy recipes with chocolate,
she was 20 pounds.
What's that? He was 20 pounds.
She was 20 pounds. I have another rat terrier that's a Decker rat terrier. He's 40 pounds. He's bigger.
Yeah.
Don't eat a lot of junk food. Don't forget to drink your water and get moving.
And well, see, that's the thing is you can think that you're not eating junk food, but a lot of food that we eat has stuff in there we don't even know what is.
It's the best that you can.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the ingredients, the bioengineered ingredients, they keep adding to the list, that's the thing. When it says this has bio ingredients in it,
Yeah.
And we just all have to do the
you
best
don't
we
know
can
what it is.
Yeah,
with our
just read those
budget and
labels
with our
and
resources. Like, not everybody has access to cows, like Miss Heather down here. You know what I mean? And not everybody has backyard chickens like I do. So everybody's got access to different things. And you just have to do the best you can. And yes, read the labels. Less ingredients is always better.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, just kidding. Huh.
Somebody asked me the other day if I do foraging.
Yeah.
I said, I probably need to do a little more work in the foraging
So if
department.
everybody sticks around, next will be Robin with Garden State So-and-so. And then after Robin, it'll be Linda at another time. So if you want to hang around and check out Linda, let's see, Robin will talk about different quilting things and stuff like that to help people learn how to do that. She's very knowledgeable. And she also does gardening things. And then Linda talks, what does Linda talk about on Wednesdays?
Growing up in another time, and her guest for tonight is going to be her husband, Richard. So that'd be a great way to go in and
that'd be cool.
Find out some of the deets about her husband. So
I think I'm supposed to be a guest sometime this month. I forget.
That'll be exciting. Ooh. I'm just teasing. Charles, thank you so much for coming up here
you're welcome.
And chatting with us. And what we're just trying to share with everybody lots of options so that people can start thinking of
Robin's link. Let me do that before we get going.
Well, you've been in here listening a few times, so you know. But yeah, so I have to get going because I'm going up with Robin to
okay. I'm going to stay for a couple more minutes so I can drop Robin's link real quick.
Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thank you so much.
Set up.
Have a good day.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I guess this is it right here. Okay. I'm dropping the link real quick. Copy link. All right. I'm talking myself through it here. Let's see. I also know Robin is going live, but also Ariella Viking Venture and Victuals. Well, it's at Ariella Viking Venture now. She dropped the last two words.
Oh.
So she shortened her channel name.
That's good.
Yeah, it was a little bit long. Admittedly, it was a little bit long. So I'm going to, sorry, I didn't have my volume turned down. Okay, so here's the link to Robin's live. Robin with Garden State So-and-so. Heather's going to be on there with her today. Okay. There's the link. I got it. Took me a minute. I kept hitting the wrong buttons. I kept pulling a Kayla from the VC family homestead. That's what I was doing a while ago. I was hitting something and I was knocking myself out and then having to go back in.
Well, it wouldn't be alive without you doing that, though.
I haven't done that.
Every time I'm up here, you do that.
Oh, maybe it's you then.
Because the last time I was up, you forgot to put the charger in and your battery died.
Oh yeah, I try to make sure that when I have a live, I double check it but what happened is two of our plugs looked similar. So the one for the Keurig and the one for the laptop looks similar, but the one for the coffee pot looks different. All of those are right here. So that's how that little mistake happened. But yeah, maybe it's you. Maybe you make me nervous. No, I don't know. Anyway. All right, guys, go check out Robin and Heather or Ariella. They're both going live right now. So go check that out. Thank you for coming up, Bushcraft family.
Yeah.
If you didn't catch all the details about the carnivore diet, go back and watch the replay and you can catch all the questions we asked about the carnivore diet. You guys have a great day and come back next time to see what we're going to talk about next. We haven't come up with that plan yet, but we're going to. So see you guys later.